What's good, everybody? So, we've all seen John Wick 4, and we know how it ended. Some of us left out the theater a little bit upset. Some of us was sad. Some of us was shocked because the way it ended was that John was gone. And that's when the buzz started to float around the internet that John Wick wasn't dead. It was rumors that they was going to bring him back. It was rumors they was supposed to do another film. All these fires started spreading all over the internet, and there hadn't been anything solid that said that if it was official that we was going to get John Wick 5. Well, all those questions have been answered because according to Lionsgate head, he made it official that John Wick 5 is in early development. Now, I know some of y'all wondering, like, is this true or this just talk? I'm gonna read you what the article said in Hollywood Reporter, and then I'm gonna come back and give you my thoughts. So, the Hollywood Reporter article states that Lions call that has fans abuzz. What is official is that, as you know, Ballerina is the first spinoff that comes out next year. We're in development on those three others, including five, and including the television series The Continental, which will be airing soon, he said. We're building out the world, and when that fifth movie comes, it will be organic, will be organically grown out of how we're starting to tell those stories. But you can rely on a regular Candace of John Wick. Now, that came from the head of Lionsgate that's saying, yeah, John Wick 5 is official and it's coming. And when I read that, I was excited because I was like, oh, it's official. John Wick is coming back. But the only thing about it is that Keanu Reeves and the director, uh, Chad Stahelski, if I'm saying that correctly, they haven't said that it's official. So even though Lionsgate said that, yeah, we're in the early development and we're working on the fifth movie, but these two guys haven't made it official, haven't said anything yet, which we pretty much know 9 out of 10 times that, yeah, they're going to come back and do it, you know, because I don't see why would they want to come back and do it. But the only question is this: how are they going to do it? What route are they going to go? Because in John Wick 4, we saw where John Wick had died. You know, he died. They buried him next to his wife. Winston was there. Everybody was there. And it was like, that was it. It was over with for John Wick. So now the question asks, did John Wick really die? Or did he go into hiding and get away from the high table? Because remember, in the story, he left on account of his wife dying. And when she died, he really didn't want to have anything to do with the life anymore. He was done until the Russian mobster son stole his car and killed his dog. And it was like, okay, I'm back. And it just went on from there. So it's going to be interesting to see which route they're going to take with John Wick 5. Now, according to what Joe Drake said, he said this, which was really interesting in the article. He says, we're in development on three others, including five and including the Continental. But he also said this. He said, we're building out the world. And when the fifth movie comes, it will be organic. will be organically grown out of how we're starting to tell those stories. So what I'm thinking is with the ballerina and with the Continental and with the other three projects that they got going, spinoffs they got going, is that they're gonna kind of do like how what Marvel do with the post-credit scenes. They're gonna have little, and in the movies they're gonna have little Easter eggs here and there, and the post-credit scenes are gonna lead up to something that we're gonna see where John is gonna come back. You know, because in the fourth one we saw where the blind man, when he killed John Wick's friend's daughter, and the daughter wanted revenge. So I'm thinking that's going to be connected some way, somehow, and with all the other projects, that is going to build up that hype and build up the anticipation. So when five drops, everybody's going to be highly anticipated to see this movie. And it's not like the John Wick movies are not highly anticipated anyway, because John Wick movies are off the chain. You haven't seen any John Wick movies that we can say as a fan base, or as I heard anybody say, that they didn't like them. So that's the good thing about it. But there's only one little thing that concerns me, which is I'm just hoping that they don't do what a lot of studios do. When you have a successful film franchise, you milk it to the ground to the point where it's not interesting anymore, where people say, hey, I don't want to see this anymore. So I'm just hoping they don't do that. But my opinion, I could be wrong, is that I'm thinking that the fifth film is going to be the last John Wick film. And then they're going to say, okay, we're done far as with the John Wick character, and just focus on other things like other spinoffs, except we're just going to be done with John. And if that's true, this is just my opinion. I'm not saying that they're doing this. I feel that the way they should do is that they should chop the fifth movie up into two parts and end it on a really high adrenaline kick-ass ending. Now that's just my opinion, but we just have to sit back and see what's going to happen and how they're going to come at it. But it's official. Lionsgate chair made it official, said that yeah, we're doing John Wick 5 along with the ballerina and the other spinoffs. So I'm pretty sure as the year goes on and going into next year, we're gonna probably get little hints and things about John Wick 5. Not too much, because they haven't said anything yet about what the story is. They just says in early development. But as we get the spin-offs and we get the ballerina, that they're gonna be throwing, like I said, throwing little Easter eggs and stuff up in there that's gonna lead up to 5. So we just have to see how this is gonna play out. But you guys let me know, how do you feel about this? That Lionsgate has made it official that John Wick is coming back for the fifth movie. How do you think that this is going to play out? What direction you think they're going to go with this? And also, what do you feel about the spinoffs that they're doing with the franchise as well? So I want to hear from you guys. You tell me how you feel about this. And until then, stay tuned.